But first at 5, more on that breaking news. The Target 12 investigators broke first online this afternoon. The head of the Rhode Island State Police is retiring at the end of the month.
And we learned in the last 90 minutes that Colonel Stephen O'Donnell submitted his retirement letter to the governor. Target 12 investigator Tim White broke the story and has more on the reason behind the news.
Colonel O'Donnell has served as superintendent of the state police for more than 5 years and said he will officially retire on September 23rd. In a statement, Governor Gina Raimondo says, "I am deeply thankful to Colonel O'Donnell for his years of distinguished service to the state. He has made great sacrifices and committed his professional life to law enforcement and public safety." Now, I spoke with the governor's chief of staff, who tells me the reason behind the retirement is simply the colonel has been serving in law enforcement for a long time. O'Donnell became a trooper 30 years ago. Known as a dogged investigator, his work with the state police included a long stretch undercover infiltrating the mob to crack major organized crime cases. After climbing all the way to Lieutenant Colonel, O'Donnell retired from the state police in 2009 to become U.S. Marshal for Rhode Island. He then returned to lead the state police. O'Donnell has been credited with it being an accessible superintendent. He is also a well-known lacrosse coach for LaSalle Academy, where they have won the last 5 state championships. For now, the governor's office says Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Barry will serve as the acting head of the state police, and the search is underway for a permanent replacement. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News is tracking breaking news at 6. As we first reported just over 2 hours ago, Colonel Stephen O'Donnell, the superintendent of the Rhode Island State Police, is retiring.
O'Donnell is hanging up his badge following a 33-year career in law enforcement, including 28 years with the Rhode Island State Police. And joining us with more details on what this means is Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado.
Colonel O'Donnell is retiring after more than 5 years as head of the state police under both Governor Lincoln Chafee and Governor Gina Raimondo. She is now searching for his replacement.
This operation is only one piece of the puzzle.
Colonel Stephen O'Donnell has spent more than 3 decades in law enforcement, with celebrated accomplishments from infiltrating organized crime to more recent work on the opioid crisis.
Go to those recovery centers, see if you can get help, try to get educated.
He's been the superintendent of the Rhode Island State Police since 2011. After a brief stint as the U.S. Marshal for Rhode Island, appointed by President Obama in 2009. Before that, O'Donnell moved up the ranks of state police for 23 years, starting in 1986. His earlier career included time with the North Kingstown Police and as a correctional officer. Governor Raimondo's office says O'Donnell submitted his retirement letter today. In a statement, she says, "I am deeply thankful to Colonel O'Donnell for his years of distinguished service to the state. He has made great sacrifices and committed his professional life to law enforcement and public safety." O'Donnell's retirement is effective September 23rd, after which Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Barry will fill in as acting head of the state police. And Governor Raimondo says she will immediately begin a search for a new superintendent of the Rhode Island State Police. Stay with us tonight on Eyewitness News as we continue to cover the retirement of Colonel Stephen O'Donnell. In the newsroom, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.